Alright, hi y'all, welcome back to my channel and let's hop straight into what I'm doing. So right now I'm just washing my hands. Um yeah, I'm washing my hands and I'm taking the stopper out the sink because the sink has a garbage disposal. So I'm washing my hands with soap and water so we can be able to prep this chicken. Now, I'm not gonna say this is my first time cooking chicken because it's not, definitely not. But this is my first time doing it this way. I kind of wanted like a stew type, pots baked chicken type situation. So I tried something new. So the first thing I did after I washed my hands is, of course, I rinsed out my sink, got all the soap out of there. I know people have mixed reviews about like cooking food in the sink, but my sink is clean, so I wasn't too worried. Once I rinsed it, I put the strainer in there because I wasn't gonna just throw the chicken in the sink. Like I want to have like some type of barrier, so I put it in the strainer. Um, and as you can see, I'm putting the chicken in. I think I put about maybe 4 or 5, maybe yeah, 5 pieces of chicken in there. And what you're gonna see me do after that is I'm going to grab a plate. I don't know where the plate is, but oh, there's the lemon. And that's one of the ways I cleaned my chicken. I did not have vinegar, and I wasn't gonna order DoorDash and wait for vinegar to come. I just used the lemon, which is good enough because lemon acidity. Oh yeah, there's the plate. I'm gonna put the plate under so I can run it in some water. And yeah, I know people say, oh, you don't have to clean your chicken, but I honestly prefer to clean my chicken. Just because why not use the acidic part from the lemon to clean the chicken? Because why not? I feel like cleaning your chicken doesn't hurt anybody. So next, what you're gonna see me do here is I'm gonna take off some of the excess unnecessary fat on the chicken. I don't know if you guys know this, but chicken does come with some extra fat that just does not need to be there. So right now you see me just taking off the fat that doesn't need to be there because we don't need to be consuming all that extra fat. The chicken is already more than enough protein. If you like fat on your chicken, then click the fat. Like I, for example, I like fat on my steaks. So yeah. You're gonna see me rinsing the chicken after like I clean it, just to make sure, just because I want to, because that's my business, right? After that, you're gonna see me get into seasoning the chicken. Now, I'm using seasonings. A lot of these seasonings are salt free, like this onion powder, salt free. You're gonna see me put a hefty amount in there. Um, you can season to taste, but I like all these seasonings in my food because they're salt free, so you don't have to worry about sodium. You can use as much as you want. That's turmeric. I usually whenever I cook meat, I always put turmeric in there because turmeric is good for you. So after I threw some turmeric in there, I threw some of this. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, I threw some of this in here. I think it's curry powder. Um, yeah, so yeah, curry powder. I threw some curry powder up in there. And now this has salt in it. This is like a butter type seasoning, and I like to use this because it gives the chicken a nice taste. I didn't do too much of that because, like I said, it has salt in it. This is the salt-free dash seasoning. And honestly, whenever you season food, season it, to your liking. I didn't want to do too much, so I didn't put a lot because, all these seasonings, all these different tastes. That seasoning is also salt free as well. Now you're gonna see me taking my hand and just mixing up the chicken with my hand. And yeah, just to get the seasonings all coated in there. Make sure all the seasonings are in every crevice because we don't want no bland chicken. So hopping over here, you guys see my kitchen. You guys see the vegetables. I bought these vegetable kebabs. I think you're supposed to like cook them on the grill, but I bought them and right now I'm just cutting them up. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sear them in water in my pan just to prepare my veggies for cooking. Now, as you guys can see, I'm eating some of the raw veggies. Do not worry, I wash my hands in between, slicing the veggies and stuff like that. So I washed my hands a lot during the process. My hands were really dry after. So as you can see, I'm throwing the veggies in just a pot. And as you can see right now, the water in this pan, I don't know if you guys can see the water in the pan, but it's like some water in there. And I'm throwing or is the water in there yet? I can't see, but yeah, so I'm just gonna sear these vegetables, kind of get these vegetables to cook down before I add the chicken. Some people like to add their vegetables before, some people like to add their vegetables after, but to me, I honestly don't care because it's all gonna get cooked. And as you can see, yeah, there's the pan, and as you can see, I'm just cooking my vegetables, and then I'm gonna cover them. I'm gonna kind of get them a little wilted a little bit. I'm not a big fan of raw veggies, so as you guys can see, the pan has water in it. There's the veggies. You kind of want to get them nice and cooking, nice and soft. I put my veggies in there first just because that's just how I like to do things. Sometimes I put them after. So now what I'm gonna do is, after I let that cook, it's gonna be time to add the chicken. So I use my handy dandy tongue to put the chicken in the pot. Now I'm putting the chicken in the pot. The pot is kind of on the smaller side, but we're gonna make it do what it do. I'm putting the chicken in there. I'm gonna letting it steam. Before I put the cover back on. Yeah, so this chicken, I want to say it took about approximately, you could really get this done in like 45 minutes. I think that's about how long it took me to cook my chicken in the pot, 45 minutes. Now, what you're going to see me do next is you're going to see me cover the chicken and let the steam work its magic. I don't know if I showed you guys, but I'm going to be adding water into the pot just because I kind of want the chicken to develop a nice stewy consistency so I can get it simmered down some more of a gravy so it's nice and thick. And yeah, so I didn't show you guys much of the cooking process. That's just me about to flip over the chicken. It had a good sear, as you guys can see. Chicken was really good, nice and tender, nice and juicy. As you can see, those vegetables cooked down nicely. Then the cover's back on. Now you guys are going to see me cook some broccoli because you need veggies with your food. So, yeah, I'm doing some microwavable veggies, which I'm going to be honest. If you're going to do vegetables, try to boil them or steam them. I did the microwave veggies, and I feel like they did not stay hot. And they did not get as tender as I wanted them to, especially vegetables like broccoli. I'm not a big fan to eat them raw, so yeah. I put them in the microwave. I think I put them in the microwave for about 5 minutes so they can get nice and done. Now, in the next clip, you're gonna see. I did order some rice from a Chinese restaurant because I was so tired to cook rice. As you can see, that chicken has a good sear. And you can see my son inside of the cabinet. I don't know why he's in there, but he's inside the cabinet. Now you're going to see me add some honey for sweetness because, yeah, I love some good honey on my chicken because it gives it a nice sweet taste without, it being overly unhealthy. So, yeah, you guys are going to see me plate it with rice and broccoli. Really good. Those vegetables got a good sear. You guys can see that gravy in that pan is nice and thick. Okay, thick like me, thicker than a Snicker. Yeah, so just keep watching the video and enjoy. Like, look at that. Oh my goodness, the chicken turned out so good. My baby loved the chicken, and as you guys can see, it got smaller. And yeah, here are the end results. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. All right, bye.